Yo, what's up, Jims? What's up, Dio? Hopefully, hopefully you guys can still see me. Oh, sure. Ads are now officially over, so maybe you can hear me now. I'm doing okay. How about you, Dio? And I'm rewinding this song because I want to listen to the full one again. It's a good song. Have a good day today. Continue working on our stapler. Super Bowl and the Winter Olympics. It's a big day for sports. However, you can tell what my priorities are with with streaming art. My mom was like, "Are you gonna watch it?" I'm like, "Not at all." This when is Super Bowl? I believe that is today. And here, it is today at 5:30 p.m. So in about 30 minutes. Speaking of, hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 5 o'clock. Super Bowl in 30 minutes. All that good stuff. I just want Bad Bunny to perform. My mom was joking earlier because I was like, yeah, people internationally probably don't care too much about it, but they will care about the halftime. And yeah, shout out. Bad Bunny's an amazing artist. I think we played Bad Bunny on stream before. If not, I had like a little period, I think last semester for like a month I was listening to them. Hydrate, we just started. I'll hydrate, why not? Yeah. Anyways, let's get started. Oh, I keep setting. You made chocolate cookies? Heck yeah, I should do that. I was talking about it last stream. I bought lemon cookies from a bakery near me, and they suck. And I was super disappointed by them. So I need like good cookies. I mean I don't make my own batter or anything. I buy it. But still, that's probably going to be much better than all that. How's my day? Calm. Calm. I wish I drew more. My friends talked me into playing video games, and while I don't regret it, I wish I drew more. I had to repair my scooter. I take a scooter to class. And like at one point I was having like an old man fit. I was like, God damn it. Because a bolt wouldn't go in. I was like getting really mad at it. But other than that. What game? I was playing Team Fortress 2. My friends have been really wanting me to play Deadlock. It's just, and I want to play Deadlock, just, it's like, I don't want to read a freaking manual. It's a lot to get into that game, and there's a lot happening, and whenever I boot up a game, I just want one that I can kind of turn my brain off on. My back was hurting. I was like, you're getting old. You're not. Hey, Jims, if you're old, then I'm old. I actually don't know how old you are, but, yeah, so, Deadlock is complicated. It's a great game from what I've seen. But yeah, very complicated. It requires a lot of like good team virtues, like communication, fulfilling certain roles and stuff like that. Like ego shooter. I'm not sure because like hero shooter with MOBA there's a lot of good elements working there. And Valve, I mean, I feel like only Valve could pull off a game like Deadlock with how much is going on. Then again, I'm not sure how different it is from other MOBAs. You messaged me in Discord. Oh, you don't have to share your age. You can still delete it if you want. I won't look. Oh, huge. Huge the second part. But I will continuously say over and over again, I am much, 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 much younger than people typically think I am. Which I'm okay with, because like, who cares? People think I'm older, and then they're like at my old job, one of the chefs was like 2 years younger than me, and he thought I was like 26 or something. And so when he learned that I was like, he was older than me, he was like, holy crap, I don't have to like treat you with respect. And I'm like, no, you still have to do that. Just like, yeah. No, that's totally fine. I'm a very much a person who understands privacy and stuff. He's actually 5 years old. I remember Rise and I, like a year and a half ago, convinced people in chat that I was like 40. And like I was a bald 40-year-old. I'm getting close to the bald part, but not the 40-year-old part. And yeah, shout out to that one person who was in chat. I can't remember who it was. That thought I was too old to know what Silk Song was. They're like, I'm an old person. I don't know what that is. We should throw a party when you go bald. I'm down. We can like stick like a suction cup, like the disco lights, like the like the disco ball. We should suction cup that to my head, and it's gonna be like a cool light fixture. Because like I would actually not want to go bald if I didn't have a beard. Because I feel like if you have a beard, not that people without beards can't be bald and kill it, but like, come on, the beard helps. Pats the bald guy's head. Good luck. Being bald, okay, hot take. I'm not sure if this is true, but this is a hot take. Being bald is like being short. People no one really cares. Maybe some very like persnickety people care. Like, there are people out there who's like, if they're under this height, I won't date them, which to each their own, I guess. I don't really know. But and I feel like there's the same exists with bald people, but like generally speaking, most people don't care. They just make fun of bald and short people just by virtue of what it is. And they got gold huge. So there's something to be said for bald people. You make fun of them all you want. They got that they got that lucky chrome dome. And then and if I go bald, I will be both a bald and short person. They're gonna call me the freaking like actually since she isn't bald. I don't know, I feel like they're just a prototypical dwarf. Diggy diggy hole type beat. Put me in Lord of the Rings. That's the thing though, I may be short, but I have a stature of a tall person, and like the proportions. So literally I just look like a short tall person. If you see me on a picture of my own, I look normal. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it's like the head ratio, or maybe like leg ratio to the torso maybe. I could yeah. I feel like once it passes into the extremes, there's some preference. That could be understandable. But if it's like, I don't know, I don't know how much I should hate on like people having preferences by height. Because like, who cares? Hey, yeah, no, who cares about preferences as height? Just don't be mean to people. Yeah, that's like, don't devalue them. Don't be like, I would date you, but you're 5'2", and I just can't do like what? That's just fucking rude, But beyond that, yeah, I could totally understand it. What's up, Bear? We're making fun of short, bald people. Drama? No. I was trying to like reconcile, like, is it cool if you have like preferences for height in dating? And I was like, I don't think it's a bad thing. But like, if you make someone feel bad about it, then right? Icky. Yeah. Oof, drama about that line though, dude. I'm mad. I don't know why that just peeved me. I've been having like a very, recently, like today's been a great day, but anytime like a minor inconvenience happens, I like, like I don't know why I'm being like that. I need to calm down. Like when I realized my scooter was broken, I was so upset. And when I was repairing it, I know Bear's seen this clip because I'm pretty sure she watched the Germa Try Not to Laugh challenge. the video of the dad like repairing his ceiling light and it breaks and he goes, "God damn it, I hate this fucking house." It's such a good video. I love it. And I pulled that today when I was repairing my scooter. But there's always exemptions. Yeah. Like there's nothing wrong with preferences, I guess, but just don't be mean to people. Don't be like DMing people as like, "Hey, I would date you, but you're 5'2". Like, I don't need to hear that. No one, yeah, right? "I would date you, but you're bald." That's great. You know what? If I was bald, I wouldn't get mad at that. I think that's funny. I'd be like, "Good riddance, damn." Will stream be over by halftime? Yes. I'm trying to be mindful of that because I want to see the halftime. I don't particularly care for the game. But guys, I have $300 riding on this game now. I need to know the score by halftime. Should we play some Bad Bunny this stream to get hyped? Honestly, kind of down. We're in a very chill vibe right now, but I wouldn't be opposed. Yo, what's up, Cat? Cat on Twitch. Never listened to his stuff, but I'm down. I could pick some of my favorites. I only have like 2 favorite songs, and I think they're his most popular songs. I can't remember their names. But it's kind of like the quintessential Latin beat. Back in my old job, we used to play Bad Bunny all the time. Sticking to my musicals, that's valid. But hey, we should always try new music. Still working on the Puma guy. Like, okay, Puma guy rant time. I feel like I rant about him every stream. I'm still deciding his outfit. I don't want him to seem too jockey, but that it is his character and what I built him around. But like currently his outfits are like totally predictable. But maybe I should just lean into it. Who cares? I love Puma dude, you know? I'm trying to I want him to be cool. Super Bell? Guys, do not watch the Super Bells. Automod? Uh-oh. There we go. I'll allow it. And I don't think you're basic for watching musicals. It's totally fine. If you're basic for listening to musicals, then I'm unoriginal for drawing Puma dude. Actually, no, I'm probably still unoriginal for my Puma dude design, but who cares? We need a name. I've been looking for names. I was thinking of Pueblo, but like not Pueblo, but like Pueblo, but like because I wanted to start like Gravel Grackle, Puma, but like Pueblo doesn't work, even though it's PU, right? But there's no like poo names. Puta. Why did I say that out loud? Puma. I'm sorry. No, I wasn't saying that to you guys. I'm not going to put you guys in a meat grinder. No, not you specifically. I last night I watched a compilation of Germa's first year of YouTube. That shit's so endearing. It's like a lot of it is rough, like a little cringy in a good way, right? Like he's like, what should we do this for the seed of the Minecraft world? How about diamonds are forever, XD cheeseburger? It's like, or just like really, he had this whole segment where he would act like his own grandpa is playing TF2 or like COD or Modern Warfare. Oh, coffee, Cheetos, chicken. That's a wow, man, dude. You got me. I didn't even think. I just said it. Uh, I think that was his second year or whenever he started because he wasn't making videos with Stir that much his first year. It's so cute seeing him like, guys, we have 70 subscribers. Thank you all. He's doing TF2 commentary and it's like really funny. As a person who grew up playing TF2, seeing him like, oh, the cow mangler was added and he like hating on the cow mangler. It's like to play the spy. His sniper tutorial is, it's like click on their heads. That's kind of all he says, but he relates it to Guitar Hero. I'm gonna stop ranting about Germa second, but the main thing I want to talk about with that video is you could see everything happening. Like first he starts making videos, then he gets monetized because he's part of Machinima. And then he's like, hey guys, should I start streaming? Would you guys like that? And the next video is like, we had 150 people show up to the stream, which by early 2000s standards, I mean, that's crazy. Especially even compared to now, right? And just like all the small decisions and stuff that he made that helped him become the creator he is today. It's cool looking at it with hindsight bias. And Kat, dude, you are having a completely. How do you, bro? I like. I don't know. I don't eat Cheetos that much, man. Yeah, because like the final statement on it. The way I look at it is every small turn you make in life goes to something, right? For him, it went to something. And for him, these were big moments, sure, but like very almost unnoticeable decisions. He talked about how he was a videographer, he was a substitute teacher, but he didn't really, he kind of made it clear that like if YouTube didn't work out, he didn't really know what else to do. And he was very glad and very happy for it to work out. So it's really neat seeing that, just real time. Hey, look where he is now. Alien noises. Can I even do that on stream? I feel like the Discord. I don't want to do it on stream. I'm being bashful right now. You know me, I don't make weird noises on stream. Cool. Okay. So we're gonna do 3 minutes of ads. Because oh yeah, when I first started the stream, the timer was set to 5:03 p.m. and so I started the stream late. So I didn't get to do all the ads. So we're gonna do 3 minutes of ads. You guys know the drill. Maybe you'll get some Super Bowl ads. Who knows? And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna work on a stapler. So be right back, everybody. Cool. We're back. We don't have the bird cam because my parents I have a Linux server at home which could be used for a bird cam, but my parents keep breaking it, and so I hope they're watching the stream right now. So we can't use it. Kat doesn't know who Michael Reeves is. That's crazy. Michael Reeves creates a bot that kills Kavel in real life. It's fine, James. Don't worry. I was calling your bluff by saying you have no evidence. Yeah, I made a 6-7 joke with Jim's, and I don't regret it. It's pretty good. I didn't know there's a GIF of that paired with it. That was actually pretty good. So, oh shoot, freaking bear! Do I just need to allow the word bitch? Like, you guys keep getting automodded for it. I haven't seen anyone like use it poorly yet. Is insane in the most normal manner. That's a perfect description. I'll make you regret it. Michael Reeves is basically Etsy engineer with no morals. No, because Etsy engineer makes him seem like he doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, I wouldn't say like he doesn't know what he's doing, but that guy just kind of like makes stuff. Like what's the name of the YouTuber? He's the Australian. He's super funny. He's like barefoot, and he has all the birds in his backyard. And he wears the like leather shop apron. You guys know who I'm talking about? I'm trying to think of the things he made. He tried making a crab farm, and yeah, he is crazy. He's also amazing at recording videos. I know I'm going on rants here, but because like bear mug, barefoot, bear naked. Sorry, no, okay, that sounds weird. Sorry, I was trying to quote the frickin' the gas station copy pasta. Do I have to read the gas station copy pasta to not sound like I'm insane now? I apologize. I apologize. I need to figure out who that YouTuber is. I'm Googling. What's a project that he did? He put a jet on the back of like a swing. Jet swing. I did a thing. That's the name of him. I did a thing. He is crazy. Anyways, before I like said something stupid, he's great at recording because he records bits and then edits them in like weeks later whenever he's finished with the project. I find that very, very impressive. Okay, so wow, we're here. We're queer, and we got to figure out how to draw a stapler. Geez, dude. Let's start the timer. We were struggling yesterday with proportions, and we still got to figure that out. I kind of wish I left notes for myself to remember what I was doing, but we're going to go at it, and we're going to keep figuring this out until we get it. Where's the stapler? Come here. Frick. That worked. Okay. So, yeah, we're having issues with the length because we know this to be 6:2 in ratio, and I have to, yeah. So my first option is using this ratio, 136, 112, 19. So if we have a 36th over here, then it'll make everything work. I'm 6 foot. Holy, she has that many feet? What kind of bear is it? I'm gonna also pull up the pure ref and stuff for you guys. Holy crap. When I was playing TF2 today, one of my friends and I were doing bits. I got my friend to join, and he just started calling my other friend and I a hacker. But at one point, he just went, "You're a freak," and that 6 foot thing just kind of reminded me of that. We need to bring freak back. We just need to start calling people freaks, not like freaky, you know that bit. No, just like point at them with a wretched finger and say, "You freak." What the hell? I just opened up Imgur, and there's like a newest and most viral, and one of them is your friendly neighborhood spider queef. Freaks. Okay. Why did I open this up? I don't really know. We're just gonna keep PureRef open here. As you can tell, guys, I'm not really focused on this stream. So, oh yeah, because we were trying to consolidate, if that's the right word. Yeah, how bad is it to make a 36? 36 divided by 2 is 18th. So how bad is it to divvy into 18ths? That's 2 9s. Oof, 18th is pretty bad. And then you need to divide the 18th into 2. But then we won't really need that measurement anymore, will we? And then the top level, you're 5'5". I'll pray for you. Let's look at the top of this, because it feels like a 9th on each side. No, you're not. What's up, Naya? Bears in disbelief. I can't believe this. I don't know how short Germa is, but I feel like I'm in that range and it kind of scares me. So it's going to be a 18th and a 36th. That's such a weird number. Why would I lie about my height? Because you want to scare us. Make us lose hope. Guys, shout out this song. Sorry. I just love this music. My camera's tilted. That makes me tilted. I'm not going to fix it right now, though. Because, like, one stray sloop and I'll have a new face cam. But as we know, this is my face cam. Can you guys even see me right there? This is my face cam. I'm not using any other face cam ever. Okay. Because I'm sad. That's probably like the worst angle for a face cam. You can see like right up my nose. I approve of the ruler face cam. If I ever like, where can I put it? You know how like streamers have like their face cam in their corner? You can't really see that. It'd have to be down there. Whatever. Okay. So you want it to be a 36th. That's gonna be like awful. I'm gonna regret it. But it makes the math work out. Surprise guest, Kavel's nose hairs. Okay, no more face cam. No more face ruler anymore. It's over. It's permanently over. I have a camera set up that would be used for face cam, but I don't want you guys seeing the rest of my room. And so I haven't, like, I've been actually down to use face cam for a bit. It's just like I have nothing to like cordon off the edge of my room. So maybe I'll get that sometimes. Who knows? Okay, so how bad is it to construct a 36? It's going to be a vertical 36th, so... This is going to be tough. We're going to do a demo. 36th the demo. See what we need to do. Okay, which one's easier? I think this one makes more sense to me. So we need, to make a 36, we'll backtrack. We need these 2 green lines, which are these 2 red lines, which come from the middle and the top 4th. And we get the top 4th by doing this technique, whatever that is. So, bro. We could be talking about the social and political state of the world or something, and Kat will come in here being like, I think hamburgers pair well with fries. And hey, Kat, that's epic. You get any drawing done today? I want to take a nap. You gotta watch the Super Bowl, Jims. Watch halftime. No. Well, in fact, the Super Bowl has just started. So get out of here. How am I smearing ink? Oh, God. Watch Olympics. True. Start the challenge tomorrow. Huge. Have you done any 50%? Smearing ink everywhere because I'm sick and twisted. Been catching back up on One Piece. Blah. Gonna take a nap. Okay, have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. So yeah, we want this there. I'm basically just spending this part of the stream double checking my math, and in fact, we're gonna do it more accurately. We're gonna actually do it with like the proper numbers and stuff. Huge. I forgot I have all my original 50% for Drawbox to scan in. I'm not even scanning, I don't even scan anymore. Ugh. It's gonna take a bit for that. Having like a huge compendium catalog of all my artwork is nice, but making it sucks. Actually, updating it's fine. Or sorry, updating it like here and there is good, but like getting everything in there in the first place is tough. Already, cat. Alrighty, so our goal with this is to establish a 36th on one side and a 9th on the other. No, 12th. And if it makes a square, then our math is right. And I'm pretty sure our math is right, but this is also just going to be a demo of what it would take to get that 36th. Because I only know how to get to the 18th, and then ideally you just cut that in half, but that would require a square, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what kind of cheap tricks we can use to get what we want in that regard. Alrighty, so we want down here. So we want this line. Man, when I was going through all my old work, lesson 2, dude, we struggled. Sorry, I guess I should say but like we all work together, I guess. So I struggled. Lesson 2, that was rough. Like I did so many pages that. Hey cat, I don't think anybody asked. It's good to hear. So now we want from this forth. Then we draw a line from here to all the way over here. No way. That's an 18th. Oh. And that's 36th this half of that. Oh my gosh. That's so small. I've just specifically not been watching it because I've been kind of disappointed with the pacing and stuff. However, now that all these episodes are out, I can just kind of binge them and not like feel as annoyed by the pacing and animation and stuff. Just kind of hear, not even for the story, but for like the world, right? So here's a 36th. An 18th actually helps us out. Now we want to do a horizontal 12th. Which this one. Want the arrow. The intersect. That was completely off. Eh? Oh, wait, we only really care about the line down here. Oops. Which is going to be the intersection between this and the true diagonal. That's a 12th? I mean, yeah. What? What was I smoking? Yeah, okay, that feels like a 12th. But how does the math work out there? I think a 36th is just straight too small. Because, like, the actual thing is 2 inches. This isn't, the whole thing right here is 7/16. This is an eighth, which is 4/16. What? Or maybe it's just, what? I'm so confused. Oh yeah, no, I was just bad at math. 4/16 is a quarter, not an eighth. So if we take an eighth out, that leaves us with 5/16 right here. And 2/16 up here, an eighth. And so an eighth can fit into 2/16 times. My day was pretty good. Can't complain about it too much. You know what, I'm just going to declare that both of these are an eighth. Yeah. Oh, but that messes up our ratios because we're working with 12 to 4 to 3, and you can't fit the 3 ratio in there. Because then we'd want 1/16, which would bring us to, we divide it by 3. So instantly we're not going to get very far there. 24th is the next best thing, but I also worry that one's a bit too small. This is basically under the assumption that the edges right here are like the gap we have from the edge of the stapler to this, right? The wall to like the bottom edge is the same in length as this height and this height. So we want it to be a cube. What's up, monkey? How's it schmovin'? And so, you know, since we know the dimensions are 1.5 by 2 by 6, that's a 6 to 4 to 3 ratio. So if we start off with a 16th, there's no common divisor of 3. What about 18? That has no common divisor of 4. I have a hardware mute on my mic. I just don't trust it, but I had to use it right there because I was coughing really hard. Oh, wait. I did it wrong. I did it so wrong. This is the 4 ratio. This is the 12. So the 36 should have been in. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Frick, let's try it again. I was supposed to do it vertically, not horizontally. So we'll set everything up again. In fact, we're going to use bigger size this time. But I measured it to be a 16th. So why am I tweaking? You're now squeaky clean. Did you jump into a vat of acid? Oh, that's the height ratio. And I did a 12th. I want to do a 16th. I went into a car wash. Why don't we have car washes for people? I'm in my mum's car. Vroom vroom. Get out me car. Oh, dude, that was like I think the first time I had ever heard it in Australian person, and it stuck in my head. Ideally, I want a 16th. My reoccurring OC like gravel? Maybe. I already have an idea of who he is, but I don't want to spoil it yet. And there's another third, more sinister character that I've yet to reveal at all. Just the design for that character is very, very easy. And I don't have to worry about as much as I'm worrying about Puma Dude. I'm slowly getting better at being consistent with his design. There's just some other stuff I need to consider with him. I like him though. He's gonna serve a purpose. Oh Christ, 48th? A third. You can't divide 16 by 3. I'm hyped, should I? Should you what? You're talking about being hyped for Puma Dude and or the third more sinister character? Don't be. It's not that important. Let's talk about what you're right. Not gonna lie, I had to fart and I didn't want it to pick up on mic. So we're gonna talk about what don't be hyped about new characters. Do not. Because like it's not that big of a deal. I don't want like who cares, right? It's just stupid furry OC. Dime a dozen. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna talk about Das said. How do you pronounce their name? I've been meaning to like learn how to pronounce his name, and I just say Das instead of Dasein, whatever. I liked his comment. Entertain yourself when it comes to creating characters, because I was too focused on doing what I did. When is that how you pronounce it? Dasein. Okay. I'm gonna try it. You continue to talk normally and rip like nothing happened. I can't live that down. That one's yeah, no. I cannot live with that. I got into the same habit last night where I was just drawing the same head over and over again, maybe making small tweaks. But like I said in my comment, is I'm an art baby. And I don't know, like I'm having to juggle 20 different things: proportion, character design, perspective, penmanship, like all of these things that I'm not proficient with yet. And so that makes like designing a character in the first place difficult. And so I was just like drawing the same head over and over again. And so I like designs, idea of entertain yourself, because I found that I've explored more of Gravel and like how I want to draw him, and from not just like drawing the same Gravel head over and over, but like Gravel doing things, right? And while I'm a bit uncomfortable with how those look, they don't look pretty in my opinion, I'm slowly hammering out, like taking a freaking hammer, a mallet to Gravel's face, and figuring out things that I do and don't like every time I draw him. If you look through the Kavel website, the Babel website, you'll see like this wavering between styles and ideas with Gravel, and I feel like I'm closing in on something. And so I'm just gonna have to do that for Puma Dude. And yeah, so I did that today. I drew him and Gravel hanging out. I've drawn that before, but like doing different things, of course. And it turned out a lot better than I thought, because I wasn't trying so focused on him. I was focused on like making a scene, right? Which I feel like took a bit of that cognitive load off. So that's a big lesson learned. Shout out to Dasein about it. I'm gonna continue to do it. I keep drawing his nose way too long, and it pisses me off. I hate it. I don't. Pumas have like a shorter snout. I feel like that's characteristic of them compared to like tigers and lions. The other big cats is they have a shorter, stubbier snout than them. So we're doing that. There's other smaller stuff. Getting used to drawing, actual mammals is cool. Back to math. Can't divide 16 by 3. But we can lie. How about we lie, guys? 16 divided by 3 is close to 5. But a 48th is weird. For all I know, Bear could be lying to me. And that's a good bit, honestly. Good bit. Okay, let's make a 24th. We're going to do a big, crazy style. This is what I want to work with. Let's see if it actually works. My leg itches. I don't know why. I think I got a mosquito bite or something. Guys, I heard the first grackle of the season. Specifically the first male grackle. I'm not sure if female grackles make the same noise, but it actually filled me with like so much joy. I saw him on the power line. They're back. My boys are back. Creating characters is challenging, but it's fun to create personalities that have their poses bring that up. Yeah, and their wardrobes. I'm gonna get crazy with Puma Dude's wardrobe. Like he is my Gravel's kind of my perspective ibis. I love doing perspective stuff. I don't have to worry about facial expressions or things like that. But I want Puma Dude to be all about like clothes, and expressions and stuff. Not necessarily perspective are the same things I use Gravel for. And I think that's unique and personal. You get pigeons. Pigeons are freaking cool as heck. You're complaining about nothing. Have your pigeons and be happy. They're super smart. Even though they don't seem like it. Yeah. You know what? I will talk about the lore between Gravel and Puma Dude. Not the third character. Because I'm having fun keeping that one a secret. So, in my own head, there's Gravel and there's me. And like, to me, I'm the one who made this character, so yeah. Pigeons are super cute, man. Gravel serves as pure creativity. He is like the definition of just, I make things and I do nothing else. That is all of who I am. And he's like this curiosity with the world. He doesn't care for the same things other people do, and that's cool. It's like, who cares? He just wants to make stuff. In stark contrast with me, the real life me is very concerned. Like, I love, like, I have that part of Gravel, that side of Gravel in my own life, but like, life is stressful and I have other things to worry about. Gravel is just permanently doing his own thing. You know, the quintessential analogy for a bird is like freedom, right? So he's kind of there for that. But Puma Dude is like the other part of me, one other part of me, who's like the more socialite, actually kind of cares about what people think of him. And like expression, it's all about expression. And maybe even the more viceful parts of that, because I don't want Puma Dude to be exactly me. But Puma Dude was created like by that creative side of me. So Gravel created Puma Dude. And maybe even Gravel created Puma Dude to express Gravel, like, if that makes sense. I know I'm going like layers deep, and it's not that deep. Who cares? It's freaking two little characters that I have that are gonna like get up to shenanigans or whatever. Yeah, that's like the meaning there, right? It's rather sad. Gravel birth. He was it's all tied together. Holy crap! Wait, no, I was pregnant. I was pregnant with Gravel's. Oh my god, it all makes sense though. Still, anyways, but yeah, so. You know, Gravel is the manifestation of my like creativity and enjoying making things. And so by me making a character that I want to express more like personally with, whether it's like social things, like Puma Dude goes into a grocery store is an awkward, right? And like talks to people is an awkward because I'm awkward and I talk to people and make awkward decisions. Then that happens with him, right? Gravel could never do that because he's just all about creativity and just like short, small interactions with the world. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm getting at with those two. And of course, it's not that deep. Like I'm not trying to create a Kavel verse. I'm not trying to create anything special with these guys. It's just some fun stuff, right? That's where I'm going at with those two. But it is weird to say like Gravel create in my head. Gravel created Puma Dude. Patted him on the back and said, "Why did I do that?" Yeah, petting the pump. that's a lot. What is it today? I'll tell you an awkward thing that happened. I was in the parking garage and I was like going down like the levels, right? And I saw one of my friends that I studied abroad with, and so I forgot her name though. So I unrolled my window and she had like a group of like 5 other friends with her, and I went, "Yo." But I yelled on accident. I didn't mean to be that loud, but I went like, "Yo," and it made like half of them jump. I'm not like jump and turn around. And so she turned around and was like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "Oh, hey." And I was like, "You watching the Super Bowl today?" And she's like, "Yep." I'm like, "Cool." And I was like, "You live here?" And she's like, "Yeah, building A." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm building B." And then I drove off, and it was awkward as hell. And I realized, like, I replayed that in my head, going down all of the levels of the parking garage, like over and over. Like I was, dude. Oh my god, I regret it so much. I felt like such a goober. Yeah. Like I can look back on it now and laugh, but I definitely like creeped out all of her friends who were there and stuff. I was like literally like replaying the conversation like as I was driving down. It was ugh. I don't care. I've never cared. Oh yeah, no. It's great to have those moments. Hey, now I'm telling it and I'm laughing at it, so and you guys get to laugh at it too. What the hell is happening here? Okay, we need the left 24th, which means we need that top left quarter and top right quarter. And to get those two easily, we need that top left blue line and green line. Green line is this. Leave your house. It's very important. How do I make the blue line? So this is how you make the green line. Nice. And then how do we make left blue? Left blue is done by intersecting midline with, where the heck does that come from? Ah, I see. Midline with this. 3 times a week. Yeah, same here. Heck yeah. Start small. I still need to get better at like complimenting people's clothes or stuff like that. That's definitely something I could improve at. And 9% of the time is with shopping clerks. I have another story, a shopping clerk story. I got a sweatshirt recently that says my university, and then like university and like College of Computer Science. Because like, repping the school, about to graduate. I'm proud of my degree. I'm at the store and like one of the like the she says like, "Here's your receipt, goodbye." I'm like, "Bye, thank you." And then she like looks down at my shirt, like visibly like eye goes down to like where it says computer science, and makes like the most disgusted face. And like I was like, oh. I just keep staring at them. I felt gross. I felt like that I should be greatly ashamed. And I probably should, but the ick, yep. I mean, hey, you know, she knows what she does and doesn't like, and I can't blame her for not appreciating, not liking computer scientists. It made me laugh on the way home, though, that's for sure. So now that we have this, we can go down here. Then we can go up here. This is apparently a 24th. Let's do our math. The 24th. Uh-oh. That doesn't seem right. Let's see. This whole thing was 8 inches, I believe. Oh, no, it was 9 inches. And it's half an inch. Wait, no, it's 7/16. 9 times 16, which is 108. No, 90 plus. Oh god, not even 108. That's 144. The first round of IRL is a comp sci student, and then there's all you guys. Comp sci students have 100% success rate in being the coolest people I know. You need to meet more computer science when you get that number down. You know, I'll personally take the hit and drop that number for you, monkey. Yeah, I think the only reason why I slander comp sci students so much, other than like the obvious reasons, is because I share a building with them and they smell, and I don't like it. I share a building. I'm in the building. I am a computer science. Where's my phone? I need to do math. Hell nah. Who wants to be the popular kid? Come on. 144, yay. Okay, so yeah, 144. And we divide that by 7. We're not even close. We're 21. My friend complains about smells all the time and she's in CS. Yep. There's one room specifically that's really only used for CS in one of our buildings. It smells awful. I hate it. There's a bunch of... Yeah, no. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I hope I peaked the mic right there. Okay, why is this wrong? Deodorant, please. How does this work? I mean, it's close enough. I think that's... Because we divide it by a 4th. Oh, that's a 5th. We're dividing things into 5ths by doing this. But we're using the 4th. So we're dividing things into 4ths. What does that mean, Kat? Did you say something bad? What does I can't delete my comment mean? Bear? A 4th of 9 is 2 point something weird. It's a little bit over 2.25, right? 2.25, never mind. 2.25. So our pretty much there, despite some human error. And then if this is 3 inches tall, then 3 divided by 4 is 1.5. No, 1 point. No, it's 0.75, right? 0.75 times 4. 3, yeah. So that's correct. So what are we doing wrong? Oh. That's okay. Thank you, monkey, because like I was like, what the hell did he do to get an ankle monitor? They ankle monitor stretch will do in a second. Does they ankle monitor people who do weed? Then I'll just do weed in my house. What? How does that make sense? Here, I'll stretch. Oh no, I can't smoke outside. I can't push my I guess they had to do something. See my freaking forehead, bro. That was a horrible face. Okay. Cat, bro. Yeah, how did they know you had weed in your bag on your bike? Did they just randomly search you? I'm confused about the logistics. I'm surprised Cat doesn't like. I feel like the weed gummy, the bong, and the dab pen. Those are like the trifecta of common weed knowledge. And I guess the joint. So there's 4. What quadfecta? Oh, with a motorcycle. I thought you meant like bicycle. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. What is a 24th of 9? 0.375. Damn. So that's just a quarter and an eighth. So 3/8. 80 milligrams each. What is that, a moon bar? Or no, moon bar is like 200. Bro, what? Holy crap. Yeah, dude. Holy crap. That's like a biohazard, bro. Keep those things away. That's some Joey Diaz type stuff. Oh my god. Saving them for a rainy day, bro. Watch SpongeBob or something. Dude, watch The Phantom Menace at 2 times speed. Every time I've trip sat. Dude, okay. I think I've had this rant before. I'm a wonderful trip sitter. The first time in college I was ever a trip sitter, it was just my friend in his dorm. I hope he shows up to stream. Sometimes he shows up to stream so I could tell this story. But I turned all the lights off in his dorm and sat in the back of the room and started whispering. I was like, and he started like swatting away at me and like screaming. Yeah, that was it. That was it. But then I made it up to him. I promise you. Okay? I went, this was another time. I think he was like, had significantly more weed in his system. I went to like a 7-Eleven and I bought him a cookie and some milk. And I brought it back and I played, if you've ever seen the ending of Manifold Garden, it's literally like this like freaking hexagon, like freaking trippy stuff. And so I give him a milk and cookies and let him watch that, and he was like, another another time I was with a group of friends, and like most of them were high, and like a good friend, let's call him Jared. Jared was sitting right next to me. We were both just like chilling, like sitting crisscross on the floor right next to each other. And when he looked away, I took a full length mirror and put it right next to me. So when he turned and he saw his own reflection instead of me, he started screaming and crying. Oh my god, it's not funny, but it's so funny, dude. It's so funny. He laughed about it, but like, oh my god. It was get me, guys. I'm the best trip sitter. You always want me in there. Ugh. You either get like, you either get you the saint or the devil with me. There's no in between. I'll get you like Panda Express, or I'm gonna make you have nightmares. You know, like it's one or the other. It makes it interesting. I'll play you Phantom Menace at 2 times speed, or I'll convince you have a doppelganger. However, yeah, I don't smoke. However, I do not do the cop joke because some of my friends get like crazy paranoid, or like weed just makes you paranoid in general. I don't do cop jokes unless it's like understood it's fake. But even then, like even if you are joking with someone who's like high about the cops, they will start getting paranoid, even if like they find it funny at first. So I stray away from the paranoia jokes, as funny as they are. How does it make sense? They're making a 24th with this. I've been stuck on this for like a little bit. We've just been talking about weed jokes and stuff. High people are so fun to mess with. Drunk people suck. Drunk people get mad and angry and freaking puke everywhere. So, 24th. And then we'll just divide that in half. Well, they're 100. Dude, I would be scared to touch one of those. I would be like legit. Another. I've plenty. Mule kicker, dude. That's a pretty good name for it. That's a pretty accurate name. I have another weed story for you guys. I have these stored up because like they're pretty funny stories in my opinion. One time, one of my roommates tried making weed brownies, and I know there's plenty of recipes. And he did the one where you have to get like the actual wax. I'm not sure if you guys have ever played with weed wax, but that is the stickiest substance known to man. And so, like, this is not the right music for that. Can we get some Spelunky music in here, please? Let's get some freaking. Here, wait. We need Spelunky music. I'm having a good time. This stream's gonna go overtime probably, but we need some Spelunky stuff. Spelunky music. Spelunky music recommendations, guys. I need to figure it out. Spelunky music. We could do Katamari. Let's do some Katamari. Yeah. Okay, this song is way too intense. It's a great song, but we need to. No, it's this one. We'll do this. We'll do this one. Okay, not this one. Maybe this one. Okay, let's see what it's starting with Katamari on the Rocks. Dude, Kevin McLeod. uh, um, 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 Bo-In, maybe? We'll just do silly playlist. No, this isn't what I want. Give me more. Give me. Give me this. Bro, none of this is. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, here we go. This is some silly music. Perfect. Yeah, so story time. So Monkeys described it quite a bit. Um can we listen to Summer Samba? I will play that next. I don't know what it is, but we'll listen. We'll play that next. Oh, what is Summer Samba? Is that a song? Anyways, so yeah, in some recipes use weed wax to create brownies, right? And so my roommate, who shout out to him, he just respect to him. He's not the best cook. He's decent, but like not. I wouldn't say like the best. And so he's in our like crappy apartment kitchen making weed brownies. I come down. Also some weed wax is just completely so nice Summer Samba. Gotcha. Okay. Given the color of our table that we had, the weed wax would just blend in. I'm not. Monkey, will this fit the vibe? Does this song fit the vibe? Oh, there's lyrics. Probably not gonna play it right now, just because lyrics. But yeah, and so, he tried cooking in there. It gets on the table. It's the stickiest substance known to line. Like I would put my hand down some days in the area, and I would like my hand would peel off because it's that sticky. It was so hard. I'm seeing lyrics on here. This is the hard part about taking music suggestions sometimes is like I can't verify everything. I gotcha. Well, the one on here has lyrics. Unfortunately. We won't be stressing that sweater. But yeah, so weed shenanigans. Drugs be crazy. Weed. And like when I was in high school, I guess I was like I knew people smoked, but I didn't really understand like I thought it was just high schoolers being rebellious who smoked. But then like I get to college, bro, everything the dorms smelled like weed. The fire alarm would go off every other week. Every other like freaking 3 nights. The fire alarm would go off because some goovers. And like half the time it wasn't even because they're smoking. I mean, it's because they're smoking weed, but more specifically, they're so high that they forgot they left Velveeta in the microwave, or like they just keep cooking it in the bro. This is wrong. Honestly, I'm not I don't hate on the weed smell too much. I'm not gonna say I like it. I don't think it's that bad. Now, whenever someone's like smoking a joint, then yeah, it's pretty fucking so language. it's pretty noticeable. I don't know why I'm caring too much about language when I'm talking about like weed and stuff, but of course, with all this weed talk, consume responsibly. Don't be dumb. Know the risks, know the costs. Know the hidden costs, such as how much Uber Eats will be. All that stuff. Don't drive motorcycles on soccer fields. Thankfully, none of my immediate friends got caught with weed. Oh, what's up? I particularly okay. I'm not gonna say I liked it when my roommates were high. That sounds weird. But one of them would just like chill in my room, and I'd just talk about like discrete math or stuff, and he'd be like, "Yeah, man." I'd be like, "Yeah." Why am I still doing this? We already know that's a okay. So yeah, this is gonna work. This will work. 24th, 16th, 5th. Epic. But why is the 4 ratio 16th instead of a 8? Oh, it's a 16th of the entire thing. Yeah. So get together with my old friends. We're so high. 5 a.m. McDonald's bought 14 McGriddles. It was 150. Oh. Did you get like sausage McGriddle meals for 150 bucks? 14 isn't like a McGriddle like $2? Sir, that should have been a $30 order. What happened? Oh crap. Meals. Yeah, that's dude, screw those McDonald's workers. They knew what was up. No McDonald's worker at 5 a.m. is gonna be bro. They could be like, hey sir, do you want the meals or do you just want the McGriddle? That's a good person who would say that, but they didn't help you there. They wanted that money. Hash browns. I hope. Look at my face. That keeps throwing me off. I feel like we have to get rid of this. See you drinking. Yeah, I know. You can see the eye bags. The eye bags that inspired gravel. Can I like? There we go. That kind of works. Yeah, like I can stretch my face. Wait. Here, wait. Oh. Wait. I can make my forehead big. Can I make my eyes big? Oh my god. Sorry, my bad. Let's keep going. I know, right? Face cam, face reflection, and freaking talking about weed. And I'm not high. I don't smoke crack. I don't smoke crack. I don't smoke crack. Let's actually get some work done. let's do a better sketch of this. So this is actually going to be a 24th. Oh wait, no. Yeah. 48th. Christ. Screw it. Let's just do a whole new one. Like mine McGriddles. Yeah, dude, that better have fed you for a while. Thankfully, McDonald's is all like fake food, so those preserve pretty well. IMHO. Dude, shout out this playlist. Bro, that cheese, McDonald's cheese does things to my stomach that I have to like be worried about. Yeah, it's tasty, but dude, that stuff is that cannot be safe to like regularly consume. I honestly, hot take, I'm not a fan of McGriddles because of the sweetness. I have a huge thing against sweet foods. I can understand it, but I am not a fan. I'm a egg McMuffin girly. That's where I am. Them hamburger, dude. I love their cheeseburgers. The 2 cheeseburger meal. I was talking about this the other day. There's like 2 people. I'm not. There's 2 people. Yeah, who cares? They were doing this in public. They were just like ferociously, not like kind of making out in like the corner of a McDonald's. And so, of course, as any person who respects the public privacy of people, is I stared at them for like a weird amount of time. Like I just forgot I was staring. And I kind of felt bad, but at the same time, you're making a scene. So, right. I was like staring at them like a creep, like a weirdo. Where was I going with the story? Oh yeah, and then I talked about it in the Discord, and I was like, I will, however, allow PDA with the 2 cheeseburger meal. I love the tiny little cheeseburgers. I mean, it's a college campus. Did they put something in that hamburger? Do not order the Grimace burger. That's what it does. Freaking like aphrodisiac McDonald's burger. Oh Christ. It's gonna be my you know how like celebrities have a meal? It's gonna be mine. As you know, I'm a celebrity. This song's featuring R2D2. Stare at my food. Who's staring at your food? Do you have like a caveman who just like follows you around? Coughs on your fries. Like who's staring at stare at my food? Get jealous, bro. Hell, I love it when people look at my food and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna order that." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, I ordered right." I have pride in my orders. Yeah, when people like chew like out loud, I just start like yelling and like making noises to offset it. I start like Mongolian throat singing right in front of them. Six-piece chicken nuggets in the restaurant claps. Okay, McDonald's have a basic order. It's just the 2 cheeseburger meal, medium, all that stuff. My taco orders though go crazy. Follow me like a messiah when it comes to taco orders. I know my stuff. And sandwiches. 20 pieces and that's it. What I've been doing recently, because like I've been trying to save a lot of money, is instead of like getting food at places, I just go in and get a soda for like $1. What's the taco meat of choice? Chicken. Wait, what? 20 piece? What? What's going on? What's up? What's going on? Oh. Oh, I see. Bro. Yeah. I'm gonna deny it. Like yeah, I disagree with the auto mod, but just so people don't get confused, I'll deny it. I'll close it. Don't worry. You're good. That's like clearly a mistype. Who cares? Yeah, you're good. You're good. Monkey gets canceled. um but yeah, taco well, Cat thinks tacos are the freaking hard shell tacos. That makes me mad. Rage baits. I'm gonna say this is like 3/8. Yeah, you're allowed to like them, but those are hard shell tacos. When I say tacos, we all know I'm not talking about that. Put some respect on the taco name. Soft shell tacos are better. Tacos are better than hard shell tacos. Salsa verde. Oof. Dude, I've been obsessed with a jalapeno habanero. So okay. I can't say stuff without doxing where I live, but certain types of salsa are popular here. I'm just salsa verde is great. I love it. It's just I've had so much of it. Like yeah, that's all I could say. I love salsa verde though. That's great. will slam your head in a car door. It's okay. Dude, I'm so passionate. I have tacos every day. Slam. Nope, I'm not saying it. Wow, I just caught myself. That's restraint, guys. That's restraint. So guys, this song is 2010 Toyota Corolla by 2003 Toyota Corolla. Hope you enjoy. For the sake of it, I'm going to say these are equal. Whoa, cat. Whoa, low blow, dude. I would like to recite, everybody. I would like to recite the taco I ordered last week. I think 5 days ago. I'm looking up the recipe right now. So, the taco I ordered. Oh, don't you worry. You're going to love this one, I feel like. Possibly. Alrighty, here we go. Ready? Also, they hand make all the tortillas to the place I go to, so imagine that. This I've had this both with flour and corn tortillas, so just as a heads up. This is chicken, bacon, hand-breaded fried mushrooms, chipotle cream corn. I actually asked them to take the corn off, but leave the sauce. It's very specific. I don't like corn. Jack cheese and pico. Oh my god, dude. It lost you at bacon. Oh, man, it's so good. It's so good. Just try it, please. It made me so happy eating it because I like. So what I usually get if I get tacos in the morning from this place is I get a flour tortilla with bacon, eggs, frijoles, grilled onions, potato, and roasted poblano queso. So good. Alrighty, have a good one, cat. This place lets you kind of do whatever. Because, like, you know, like they're cooking it right there. It's kind of do whatever you want, and they'll make it. Obviously, don't be like whatever that dude's name is from SpongeBob. But they're pretty chill about it. Hold the pickles. Yeah, seems about right. Or like Big Smoke. You forgot the pickle. I can't even remember his voice, so I'm not going to try. We'll make this the 24th. Oh, shoot. Not gonna lie, when this song started playing, I was gonna start trying to do a Jay Schlatt impression. I don't know how to do a New York. He doesn't even have like a New York accent, but I don't know. As I say that, my accent slips out. Accent. Do you guys think I have an accent? A noticeable one? I feel like it's there. It's there, but it's not. It's not like a total thing. Let's see, what are we gonna do about this? Because I feel like the curve happens up there. Frick. What are we gonna do? American. South Idaho. Interesting. What'd you call me? Sorry, this is helping get me through it. With like a wannabe southern accent at times. Normal. Why did I do that? Why do I keep doing that? This is like, you guys are just watching me be like OCD. It's so minimal at the top. I guess we could do a 16th. Let's see, it's 2 inches. 16th of 2 inches is an eighth, which would be the size of this. So we want it to be a 32nd, if anything. So at that point, that's a lot. We could do it via vibes, which I'm not totally opposed to. Let's see, 16th. It's an eighth. I feel like this. That's so small. That's like no. That's like half of it. I mean, trying to get like a straight edge to help me. How do we do this? Let's see, what would this look like if we just... So that's a fourth. I was listening to Bo In earlier today, so that's kind of why I'm in this mood. Bo In puts me in a pretty good mood every single time. Alrighty. I don't know who Will Weston is. Sounds familiar. But shout out. Best of luck. Okay, that's a 16th. So, I mean, it isn't that horrible. Just for one measurement, it doesn't make too much sense. I can't justify it as much. Oh, catch you on the flip. I'm going to DM you in a minute. Okay, cool. Screw it. We'll do it. This is a good music badge. I like it. I do a factor of 2 because that makes it easier to divide. Bangers. Okay. Where does the peak of this happen? We can kind of guesstimate this. It feels like a fifth. What do we put over here? I didn't make a number for that. Does anything else important happen here? Maybe I'd even say that's a sixth. I'm willing to do this as a sixth if we can divvy these up to be sixths. Because if this is half, that's a half. Hmm. It's an eighth. Yeah, I'd say that starts at the eighth and goes 16th over. Maybe even less. That means it's 5/8. Is that really a half though? That honestly feels like a 30-second. Ooh. Screw it. It'll be, that's 5/16, that's 9/16. You know, hmm, sure. Don't really believe it, but okay. What do I know? I said its peak is at a 6th. So that's a third, that's a half of a third. 6th. Lands back here. Nope, nope. We have our 48th to worry about. So that would technically be, I'll just put it 48th. We don't need to be fancy. Screw it. We'll be correct. But it's slanted. I'd say to the 24th. It's 23 24ths. So it goes up and then down here. I'd say the curve starts at the halfway point, and that's our actual 48th. Is that where it starts? I guess, yeah. This is only slightly lower than the half. What number should that be? Nice. Oh wait, we can kind of use our, so we know this is a half. We know that this is an eighth, I guess, yeah, of the entire thing. We basically have the same gap right here that this is and here. So we can assume that's another 8 equaling a half. Or a quarter, which is half to this line. But it honestly kind of feels like this is almost divided into thirds. Hmm. Let's see, this goes in a noticeable amount. We could make these equal. It doesn't feel like I should, but that's an option. Actually, yeah, we'll make them equal. So whatever number we choose for that, we can do for this one. Maybe even do an eighth. If it's 6 inches long, then that makes an eighth. That's 6 times 8, which is 56. No, 48. Yeah, 48. Double checking because I feel like an idiot right now. 6 times 8 is 48. Yeah. Okay. Um, does it like feel like a 48th of the entire thing? If it's a eighth or you just have to reduce. Ah, there's just 0.75. And that does not feel like 0.75 of an inch. It feels like a quarter of an inch. Quarter of an inch. I can fit into 6 24 times. But there's our 24th. Oh, but we're going in another 24th, which would mean we're half an inch in. Which honestly, I can deal with. So that'd make, so we just use the mirroring technique to get to 2 24ths right there. We do the same for right here, which is 1/12. Oh, I'm not gonna write that. So I want to emphasize that this is just the same measurement twice. We still haven't decided what this number is yet. Because this distance seems slightly smaller, if not equivalent to this distance, and this distance seems equivalent to this one. But that would only make a third instead of what we know this to be, which, or a third, so a sixth overall, but we know this to be an eighth. So we're missing room somewhere. We've actually rounded up and made this bigger than it needs to be. So I mean, what if we just did a sixth? So that'd make it 4/6, which is just 3/4 or 2/3. That doesn't seem right though. Two-thirds of 2 inches is 1 point something weird. $1.3, yeah, okay. So if that's 2/3, we already occupy an eighth down here. They share a common denominator of 24. Which gives us 19/24. That's close to 18/24, which has a common denominator of 3, which is 6/8, or 3/4 of an inch left. Wait, that's so much room. Yeah, because we're basically adding 0.125 plus 0.333 repeating, or 0.66. Wait. Oh, that's how much space it occupies, so we're leaving a quarter. Does that feel like a quarter? Yeah, that feels like a quarter. You know what? So screw it. We'll stick with that. And that's this. This one is slightly lower. I'm not sure how you'd get slightly lower from 2/3. We could either eyeball it, because like having it all go to the same spot is actually crazy convenient. But won't look good in my opinion. So we're gonna be extra. And we'd either do that by using a really weird number. Because we originally had 4/6. 5/6 would be too much. What's close to that? That'd be 5/7. 5 divided by 7. And that's still a little bit larger than I'd like. And I'm not too fond of sevenths. Screw it, we could do 5/7. Why not? I don't know how bad 5/7 is to draw, but we'll try it. So that tells us our curve right here. Oh, this goes all the way up here. We don't really have a stopping point for the middle part. We have to think about that. There's also this, like, you guys can't see it, but there's like this little gap in here. That's halfway of that length, which would make this actually very painful to figure out. No, it wouldn't, because we could just do an X. So we're gonna leave it there. I think we did a good job with that. It looks wonky, but I feel like it may end well. So thank you everybody for joining us. Extra long stream tonight. 2 hours. Wow, time goes by. But thank you all for joining. We had Cat, Bear, Monkey. I think Naya was here earlier, and Jims, and Dio. So yeah, once again, thank you all for joining, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.